Hello and welcome to another episode of Street Pundits. Your boys are back again with that fresh new content. I'm here with the usual regular members. I'll start with Ibs. How's your weekend been?
Been alright. Watching a lot of football. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, come see, come sir, okay?
Yeah, okay,
Alright, go to you, Ben, as well, the other Arsenal fan. How are you?
It's been alright weekend, to be fair. Yeah, been alright. Nice. Football was nice this weekend.
Yeah, and I come to you, Joe.
Yeah, I've been good, mate. Just don't play weekend league on. Don't play foot champs on PS4.
What are you saying? You're losing your head, yeah?
Bro. Gone. Head was gone. Completely gone. After Friday. Or foot champs.
I qualified, but I didn't redeem it. I didn't have time to play. I actually qualified, but yeah, and Nosa, last but not least, I come to you, Mr. Arrogant.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Nice week. Nice to see the guys talk about football. I mean, we can talk about other stuff, but football's the main priority here. No headbutting.
Let's stick to football. What do you mean by that?
Like other man's team, they're fighting, isn't it? I don't know. Headbutting, doing Zidane part 2. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know, innit? That's what I
Damn, that came already. Straight shots. Yeah, all right, cool. Let's start there, innit? We might as well start there. But before that, I'll plug the socials as we usually do. So Instagram, follow us at Street Pundits. And follow us at Twitter as well, Street_Pundits. And also subscribe to the channel as well. So let's start where Nosa said. We got a very interesting game at Elland Road. You got Leeds versus Arsenal. Very interesting game. So, Ben, let me talk us through the game. The usual. How did the game go? We saw the lineup. Obviously, you got Aubameyang starting up top as well for the first time. Yeah.
When I saw the lineup, I was slightly happy, to be fair. I was like, all right then, I'm actually going for this one now. Let's see how it goes, because all away from home. See, Joe's been doing his bit in the Europa League, so got to give him the props, got to give him his chance at least. So he did, as you do.
Willock.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Joe Denny over there. I was thinking, what? I didn't know they played Europa League. Yeah, go on, sir.
Well, as always, he starts off them two guys on the wing. I don't know why. I guess because other people were at international, them not had a break, let them play, I guess. And yeah, we just first half was very poor. Let me be honest. It was 20 minutes. Arsenal was all right. Then the last 20 it was all Leeds, to be fair. Then the second half came and it was less than 5 minutes in now. I'm just shocked, And it's the guy that I said why are we getting him? And he was on smash your game, and then he decides to just do that and just
may I interject just there? Can I just? Yeah. So obviously, let me just put this in context for our viewers. Obviously, so you got Nicolas Pepe. What has he started a league game this season? Yeah. He started one.
Yeah.
I think. Is it one? Yeah, he started one. So obviously, he hasn't been getting the game time he wants. He comes out to the press last week and he says, I'm not getting the game time I want. I need to play. Something needs to change, sort of thing. And obviously, he's been scoring in Europa League against the Dundalks and Rapid Viennas and stuff like that. Fair enough. So yeah, he finally gets his chance. Boom, against Leeds, he starts, and he goes and gets sent off. He headbutts. Was it Alofsky or what was his name? I don't know, some random don. But yeah, he headbutts some guy. Like, Ibs, what's your opinion on that? Is he done?
I think he's done, man. Like, I think into the second half as well, that's just a chance for us to refresh, get everything under composure and that. But then he goes and does that. Even though he hardly touched him, but it's the action, innit? And it's a red card all day, every day. It was just a dumb move from him, man. He let the team down for sure. Like, he had his chance to prove to Arteta that he's been saying in the press he wants to start. He's been given a chance, and he's ruined it like that. That's such a dumb thing to do.
Ben, do you see him get another chance soon, or it's gonna be a while since we see him? I know he's got a 3-game ban, but How do you think things are going to turn out for him?
Obviously, it's kind of happened with Bendozi at Brighton, where he took the law into his own hands, I would say, yeah.
That's describing him like a Gotham.
And yeah, Arteta's not rocking with that, so I don't know what's gonna happen to him, but you know, this was actually a chance for him to beat his fullback for one. Like he's facing one of them League R fullbacks, and he decides he didn't go past him all game. Let's put it like that, boys. And I don't know, man.
He let himself down, man. I think he will get another chance in the future, but he's not that type of player, innit? I don't think he's been sent off for those type of things. He just lost his cool.
Wait, Nosa and Joe, yeah, you've got Nosa. Have you seen that from him before? What's happened?
I think the situation happened because obviously he was frustrated. Alosky and him was going out of the second half, and obviously he just let his head go. Like in no level of the game, you should be headbutting your opponent. You know, it's football. It's not hockey where they allow you to fight. You know what I'm saying? Then I don't know why you're laughing, but it's the truth, mate. It's the truth. No, but with all that being said, I think I still think he's their best winger. I can't lie. Like they ain't got that.
Wingers, brother. We ain't got no wingers. You know what? No, he's not.
But he's your best. He's your best winger. No, he's your best winger. No, who's better than him? No, Ben. Tell me who's better.
No, I swear he's the only registered winger is actually Nelson. You know,
it's Nelson, Willian, and him.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, if we're gonna do that, then yeah, of course he is the best.
He's your best winger, but I just don't think Arteta. You see Arteta. I still think even after the match, he said that Pepe let the team down. As a manager, you don't say that. Obviously, he's still seeing it from a player's viewpoint. That's how I see. Because Arteta's only a year in the job, and he's saying Pepe let the team down. You can't be saying that to the media right on live television.
I don't know. I've heard people say. But Joe, I'll open the floor up to you. Joe, what do you think? What do you think of that? Is that acceptable to say? Would you be angry if your manager said that or not?
It's a tight one. I'm hearing like maybe say that behind closed doors. Maybe
he said it was unacceptable like 3 times.
Let the team down.
Yeah, maybe once, but if he's saying it again and again and again, like it's just.
But obviously, the interviewer was asking him, innit? Kept on asking him, like trying to get something out of him. It wasn't like he just came out of it. Yeah.
Well, no. Well, it was a stupid thing to do. I think he deserves all the backlash he gets. To be fair, like I'm not hating on Pepe, but it was just so dumb. Like when I was watching the game, I was thinking, what has he just done there? Like it was madness. Like obviously, Anioski wanted that to happen, and he got a reaction, and then just dived straight on the floor. And then as soon as I saw it, I was like, "That's a red card." Like, but it's going to be hard for him to get back in the team. I'll be honest. Even like the players, like it's hard to gain that trust. As soon as you break that trust, because you got to think Leeds came close a lot of times. Imagine if that was a or whatever, like the trust would be broken worse than it is now. But yeah, it's going to take a very long time to get trust back from the players.
Yeah, just to not focus on that red card. You said that Leeds were probably dominating even before that. Why is that? You think a team like Leeds should be dominating Arsenal, a newly promoted team? Obviously, I know they got a good coach in Bielsa, but why do you guys think that is? Obviously, Ibs and Ben. What needs to change, really?
I just think our performances recently hasn't been what it's meant to be. So whenever teams play against us, they have that confidence because they know that we're not really solid as a team, as a unit right now. Like Leeds are a good team. They gave Liverpool a good game, like at the start of the season. Like they're not a bad side. They're well coached. I just think right now our confidence is really low, and like all the teams are finding ways to go at us.
I just don't think we can control transitions. To be fair, we don't know. How to do that. But obviously, you're trying to find some solutions, and it's not happening. I gotta say though, man. At the end, like, it's just happened again. We're too nice. Like, I see Donny's smiling and cuddling with the guy, talking with him. Like, come on, let's be real now, boys. Kieran Tierney's the only guy, so like, what's wrong with my guy? You know what I mean? Like, everyone else is smiling with him. What's going on? Like, show me something, man. Nah, man. Even though
Man,
he's
you
like,
want to see some passion, yeah?
yeah, like,
Passion merchant.
like, come on. But
Oh, days, come on.
everyone's just soft nowadays, man. Even like Nosa, man.
Yeah, so, but do you think, obviously, you said, so you're soft in transition, or you said that you're not good in transition, so do you think that, obviously, with the profile players, so in terms of, like, your Shakas and your Caballos, or is that the system, or what is it? Why is that? So if Partey was in, does that change, basically, or not?
I think so. Partey or even El Nene, even sometimes out. Like, it's not. I want to say it's not hard, but it's like with them two, so Ceballos and Xhaka, it's gonna be harder for them to actually put in a challenge. If you get what I mean, like
They're not athletic, innit?
yeah, you know what I'm saying. With them, the other two, obviously they know how to tackle, they know how to get after someone when it is a counter attack. So it's probably easier with one of them or both of them even in the side. But obviously them two there, they're not good tacklers out. No, I'm not saying they're bad, but they're not like good enough to actually control a transition. I think that's what I think anyway.
I think it's a bit of both, like with players and the system. Like you can't just rely on the two midfielders to do their job when everyone else is not contributing at the same time. Like it's kind of hard. But I think we did miss Pepe yesterday. Not Pepe, Partey yesterday. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah. Is there anything else to want to touch on? But yeah, that was I guess you guys don't want to get a draw out of it. I guess because they hit the post crossbar quite a few times.
We should have won.
Oh, the Saka chance. That was hard though. Saka chance was hard because the goalkeeper done really, really well. Like really well, I think.
I think he took it too far out, man. A little bit.
I say bang it first time.
He's waiting for the goalkeeper to dive in, and the goalkeeper just doesn't dive. So it's just like, so it's just hard. Unless he takes it really early.
No, true.
Yeah, unless he takes it really early, then like Ben said, then you could dunk tank. But goalkeeper just, I think he does well there.
Well, yeah. I hate to say it, but I take a draw still.
Yeah, for real.
Damn, you hate to see it.
Cheating now, but it is what it is, isn't it?
What's it come to? But yeah, move on to another game. Obviously, we got our Tottenham fan Ty isn't here, but his team, they beat Manchester City 2-0. Obviously a good result, I would say. I think they had like 2 shots in it the whole game. Was it like 2 shots? 2 goals. Fair play. Fair play. A Mourinho masterclass, I would say. But in terms of Tottenham, do you think so currently, do you think they played really well, or is it just a case of Manchester City just being toothless? Or
said it 2 weeks ago, and I say it again. Man City ain't got enough individual quality. They ain't got enough individual quality in the squad, like that can break down these teams that park the bus. Like I thought Mahrez would surprise me this season because he'll probably get more starts, given that Sané's gone. Obviously, Ferran Torres is still young, and he'll be like one of the senior guys in the squad. But he played. Reguilon had him all over the place. Like he controlled that right hand side man who was coming on, or left hand side if you look from his view. And like KDB didn't have a great of games. Gabriel Jesus, as much as I love him, he just quiet. He was quiet all game. And on the left hand side, Ori and Sissoko kept Torres quiet. So I think like every individual like player that was in the attacking force of City just didn't turn up. De Bruyne I was really disappointed in him, me personally, because if there was any other top player, they'll be talking about him constantly because De Bruyne hasn't had a good start of the season so far. He's had like 10, 15 games, including all competitions. I haven't like been like, wow, this guy's a world-class player. He's back on it again. Do you know what I'm saying? I know Aguero's not in the squad. Obviously, he's probably their second best player, or the first best player is debatable. But I just think they just need to switch on their gear. Pep needs to sort out something because it's boring to watch because I don't really like this possession-based football where you have like 70 or 80% possession for what? It's counterproductive, you know. So, but overall, I think Mourinho done a good job. You know, I would say he outclassed Pep in a way because he knew his weaknesses.
Yeah,
he knew his weaknesses. Like his weaknesses, like they can't beat a low block for whatever reason. I don't know why. Like this season, they can't be at low block. And obviously, Kane, you know, put on a masterclass. Dembele was balling out in a Mourinho squad, and Son just pitch perfect as usual. So yeah, and Højbjerg. Notable mention Højbjerg.
Oh yeah,
I know Ty's gonna start. If he watches this, Ty's gonna start saying, "I told you," and all that. But yeah, Højbjerg.
Yeah, Ben, you sort of like shook your head to what Nosa was saying there about De Bruyne, but like I understand what you're saying about De Bruyne. Basically, I thought in terms of what I got from that was that he's not immune to criticism. That's why you know what I'm saying. Obviously, we know he might be the best player in the Prem, but you know everyone gets criticised. What do you think?
It's just hard, like what are you gonna really like? Obviously, it wasn't the best game for him, but he is. I don't want to say that, but I was gonna say he is trying. You know the ones there.
Okay, Ben. Sorry to cut you off there, but when you look at the same situation Aubameyang's in, he's trying, but the media are criticizing him every minute. Why? De Bruyne, they're 12th. They came second last season and won the Premier League the previous season. Team of the season past 3-4 seasons, and yet there's no criticism.
Yeah, I think it's a valid point. When I see that when Salah doesn't have good games, he gets criticised.
Criticised left, right, and centre.
So I see it's a valid point. Obviously, I know he's got enough credit in the bank. Yeah, Joe, what was you gonna say? Sorry.
I think I saw this the other day. I think Bruno Fernandes had an unbelievable season. He don't get mentioned. Like I know he scores penalty.
Whoa! What are you talking about?
Slow down, bro.
Hey, go on.
Take it easy.
Sure, go on. Everyone is to Bruno, but yeah, go on.
Oh, but like I'm just saying, like in general, like I agree. Like I don't think De Bruyne has played like tremendously this year, and he don't get enough like criticism. But like, and then when Bruno plays well, I don't think he gets enough like praise. If I'm being honest, like his performances are good. You know, I think his performances are good. I'll be honest, and he just don't get enough praise. Everyone thinks he's a pen merchant, innit? But
fair enough. We'll get to Bruno. Don't worry. We'll get to
Bruno.
Wait.
We'll get to him.
Did he perform good this weekend? That's what I want to know.
He was one of our better players for a fact.
Yeah, we'll get to Bruno, but yeah. So I'll just touch on that Man City point. Ibs, what do you think's missing from that Man City team? Because they just don't look the same type of team that they were maybe like 2 seasons ago. Would you say?
I don't know. Maybe like an experienced like Vincent Kompany or Fernandinho, like maybe one of the 2 players in that team that they're lacking. I think every time, I don't think Rodri's not good enough for that team. All he does is basically get the ball from the defenders and try like spray it wide. But in the transition, defensively, he can't keep up. He can't keep up with the game or with the pace of the game, and it's hard.
Yeah,
so I think
Rodri's very normal. That's what I would just say.
Yeah,
to be fair, Ben did say it last season, but like I thought Ben was being quite harsh. But I just feel like he's just not Fernandinho, innit? He's not Fernandinho. That's his main graph is that he's not Fernandinho. Fernandinho's doing such a good job that for him to come in there and he's not the same type of build as him. He's not like he's just a passer. He's not different to Højbjerg or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not. No. He's just decent, like, but he's not great.
He's just decent, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
So obviously, yeah. But I'll touch on Kane as well. Ben, what did you think of Kane and his performance? Because he obviously, I know you're into basketball. He was hooping. He was really hooping that game. He was hooping.
Stop. No, as always. Hey, his stats are crazy this season even as well. Like,
that's fun.
I think 7 goals, 9 assists or something.
9 assists, yeah.
He's like, I don't know what Mourinho's doing, but boy, maybe it's the steroids. You don't know right now,
Whoa,
boy.
easy.
None of that. None of that.
Yeah, none of that.
Nah, but on the serious note, he's actually balling out. I don't know, like maybe it's the system Mourinho come up with is actually helping him all together, like with his overall play and scoring goals. So it's needed for him still. He's actually doing well. I rate the guy.
Also, you got people like Ndombele, as Nosa said, he's balling out. Joe, would you see that you seen the transformation from the guy that at Burnley, he couldn't even sprint one length of the pitch to the other. Now he's getting assists to Son like that. Do you think he's like transformed maybe, or he's changed his mindset, or?
I think it's a bit of both. I think maybe that lockdown thing with Mourinho and Dembele helped him. Like, this guy looks like a different player compared to the one at Burnley, like a totally different player. Now he's got like good little touches, stuff like that. Like, and he's actually working back, working hard. Like that ball over for Son, yeah, that is just. It was like I think Jamie Redknapp went through the analysis after, and he had like literally like 1 second to flip it over, and like it couldn't even like bounce anymore. It had to bounce exactly where it did, otherwise it'd have gone through to the keeper. Like, the ball's unbelievable, but he's a different player. When I watch him, he's got a bit. He's got a bit. Let's
he's got a bit. No, so I'll come to, obviously, you're facing Tottenham next weekend. Chelsea are facing Tottenham next weekend. Are you worried with what you're seeing?
I'm not necessarily worried. I think Tottenham, obviously, Mourinho respects City, even though they're not in the best of form. I don't know how he's going to play when he comes to Chelsea, because one of the most possession side team, but I think that their midfield is a big threat. Like Sissoko, Højbjerg, and Ndombele in midfield. I think it's quite hard to manage. Obviously, their attack is very good and they pose a good threat, but I just think Sissoko, Højbjerg, like, if they control our midfield, it's curtains. Like, it's curtains. If you play Kante in the one, I just think, yeah, they're going to manage that midfield. Obviously, we play Mount and we play Jorginho sometimes alongside him, or Ziyech on the right. I don't see them, like, being able to manage Kane and Son, me personally, like, unless we park the bus, which I can't see Frank doing. I can't see Frank parking the bus, because they're quite difficult to handle on a counter attack, especially when King comes in from deep, looks for Bergwijn or Lucas or Son, and then they just pace down the wings, and then who knows what happens next. So I'm not worried, but we just got to be very.
You sound worried, to be honest.
Yeah. Man broke everything down and said, I'm not worried.
I'm not worried though.
I'm not worried.
It's about what we got to be cautious, though.
Man broke everything down and said, I'm not worried.
Tottenham are they're not a sorry team like certain North London teams, but you know what I'm saying. But
There you go,
Wait, what are you on today? What are you on today?
behave yourself, fam.
What are you on today? What's going on?
But yeah, I mean, Tottenham are probably the best North London team as of now. So they're sitting second in the table. I think is it second or first? Tottenham are second or first on the table.
Wait.
I think they're second.
Okay, they're second. So yeah, but Kane's like undefeatable right now. So I don't know, innit? Hopefully it'll be a good game next week. Good for the neutrals, and obviously, hopefully Chelsea coming on top. That's what I can say.
When you lose, make sure you're here, yeah?
Please.
Bring this chat with you as well.
Third man's team can't even get into the top 10 and they're still talking.
Yeah, so obviously you might as well come into your team then, Nosa. Obviously your team Chelsea, they beat Newcastle 2-0. Was it 2-0 or 3-0? 2-0, isn't it?
Yeah.
2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. Yeah, so how do you think about the game, the performance? Obviously, yeah, what do you think? Are they your bold team, would you say? Because I know you had like mixed results against them.
I know what, sorry?
Your bogey team, would you say?
What do you mean? Stop.
No, that means no, son. Basically,
It means your breath stinks. Calm down.
Right, wait. Was it was last season when they scored like last minute, innit? I was away from home, and they beat you guys.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about Chelsea or?
Yeah, as in Newcastle, your bogey team in the recent seasons.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said we're a bogey team.
No. The Newcastle, yeah. But yeah, go on anyway. Doesn't matter. Go on about the game. Talk us through the game.
Yeah, I think it was a decent game. Obviously, the guy Thiago Silva didn't start. You know, he had a little back injury. Back home.
How do you have a back injury when you have 2 weeks off? Was it 2 weeks or 1 week?
He plays for Brazil. He plays for Brazil.
He plays for Brazil?
That's why he's retired. No, that's why he's retired.
No, that's criminal. That is criminal for you not to even let him go.
That's why he's retired.
No, he still plays.
All right.
You know, but obviously we had Rudiger come in. I'm not a big fan of Rudiger, but I don't know why he doesn't play tomorrow. But Rudiger held his own. And
stop mentioning it to Maury, man. Allow it, bruv. He's meant to be on loan, bruv.
Listen. When you talk about that North London Reds team, I don't complain. But yeah. it was a good game, you know. Reece James put Aspilicueta on the bench once again. Ben, that's one of your own. He's doing well, isn't he?
Yeah, but don't mention him like you rated him now, because a couple months
I just said I don't know too much of him. I said, is he good? I said I don't know too much of him, even though he's one of
Yeah,
our.
to be honest, I'll come in. I'll interject there. You know, I think Reece James has been one of your best players this season. If I'm honest, I think
Yeah.
he's been fantastic.
I want
I didn't say he's. When have I ever said my own Chelsea
You
player?
want to approach? The guy was fat. What can I do? He was fat. He lost his weight and he's doing well. What can we do?
Like, that lockdown training was working for him. Like,
we told him what to do. He understood. Obviously, I know he listens to Street Pundits. Took it on board. And look at he's flourishing. Happy for him.
flourishing. I'm saying. I think more footballers should watch Street Pundits. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, Tammy came into the limelight and he scored once again. He scored. What's wrong with this Ben? Why does he come?
Ben, mate. One more. I'm gonna have to put you on mute, mate. Let the guy talk.
When you talk about your Aubameyang's that doesn't score, I don't complain.
Sorry.
Okay, obviously, I've said Tammy, he gets a lot of unwarranted hate for whatever reason. I don't know.
He doesn't get unwarranted hate. He just gets hate from Ben. That's it.
No, he get even on social media he gets unwarranted hate because he's not the type of player that everyone wants to see. He's tall, he's lanky, slow build-up play, but no one wants to see that. But now he's doing good one-touch passes, he's scoring one-touch finishes, etc. And people are still criticising for whatever reason. I don't know. Like, he's 23. Last year he scored 17 goals. What else do you want from, like, that's good. Obviously, it's not Chelsea quality. We expect like 20 goals, 25 goals, but it's a work in progress. And I think Tammy, alongside Werner, alongside Ziyech, Havertz, Mount, like with those supporting players, I think he could be a top player. But obviously, some people don't see that when their clubs aren't doing well. They just try to use that.
I'm not going to say it like sense for me.
They use that
I'm not going to say it like it's sense for me. Listen,
Let's go down. Anyway, let's have some decorum. Joe and Ibs, I'll come to you. Are you impressed with Chelsea?
I think I would judge them when they play Tottenham this week. I think obviously when they played Liverpool, they were down to 10 men, and then the Man United they drew 0-0. But I think Tottenham this week will be a good challenge to see where they're at. But they're doing well so far, so I have to take my hats off to them because they're beating the teams out in front of them. So yeah, give them credit where it's due.
I think I like what I see with Chelsea, to be honest. I think Ziyech's a very good player. What I've seen, that left foot is a wand. That cross he put in for Abraham, that was unbelievable cross. Abraham should have scored. Werner even had a bad day, I'll be honest, on Saturday. Like, he missed a load of chances, but he looks lethal. Like, to get into them positions, like, he's so quick and stuff like that, and he's got a good like little shimmy, like that shimmy that Nosa does, like little. But yeah, no, Werner's got that unlocked, to be fair. But yeah, no, Chelsea, I can see them challenging for the title at the moment. So yeah.
No, so I'll ask you a question though. So obviously this week you started. It's not your team, Ben. This week you started Kante, Kovacic and Mount in the midfield three. In your eyes, what's your best midfield three? Obviously, you got the likes of Havertz. You didn't play this because you got COVID. Jorginho.
It's a sticky one because obviously, I recently I've given Mount a lot of stick because he's been overplayed in the wrong position, which is fair enough. But when he plays in the 8, he's wonderful. And obviously, Kante playing in that one role, he's obviously been putting in a lot of good performances. Went away with France, came back, and he's still doing well. Like, he hasn't had no makeshift games where it's like, okay, it's a one-off, and then the next game he just plays all over the place. The early season, like the first like 3 or 4 games, I don't think playing a 2 with Jorginho was the right deal. Obviously, when Kante plays in a 1 by himself, he just expresses himself in a defensive way that he can. But alongside Mount, I think Havertz is the best option in my opinion. Obviously, he said he likes to play a bit further forward, which I think gives him the license just to attack, create space for other players, and obviously make them late runs in the box. But obviously that means that Mount has to just play a bit deeper. But obviously, he has to give license for Havertz to push up. And I think that's, me personally, that's our best midfield.
Mm. Yeah, then what did you want to add on that?
I don't hate Tammy, innit? But,
I don't care no more. I don't care.
yeah, I just see through the fake, like. I just can't see it, man. I can't, man. Even that goal this Saturday, keeper should have saved it.
Oi, stop. Oi, Peter, let's move on.
Why do you talk when I'm talking? Why do you talk when I'm talking? I let him speak.
Because if Lacazette got 17 goals, you'll be over the moon. Your eyes will start watering it up. I'm tired of it.
Hey, Peter, move on. He's not going to speak.
This is genuinely hate. That man's actually, you're saying the keeper should have saved it. And last season,
that is tough, though. That is tough.
Last season, when he scored 14 goals, he said, he scored like all his goals in 2 months. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
I didn't say that, but I was just saying, yeah. Let's be real. And like I said, I've been saying this. Yeah, you even slightly said the point that he's not going to win you the league. He's not going to do it for you. Let's be real.
But our system is working well with him there.
Oh, no, so the question is he going to win you the league, mate?
What he's proven when he's as his change, I believe he can. I believe he can, but he's not a main striker though. He plays with.
You keep saying this. Who's your main striker? You're going to tell me Werner again?
Because he is.
Well, he plays on the left.
Because Pulisic is out. Pulisic is out.
Okay, cool. So when Pulisic is back, you're saying Tammy's out again?
It depends. I think he's playing really well right now. So it's a sticky one. It's a dicey one. If he continues...
You don't answer my questions. Why didn't you answer my questions? That's what I want to know.
No, Tammy's not out. Tammy's not out when he comes out back. I don't think he is.
Who's on the bench? Pulisic still?
Yeah, I think Werner's playing good on the left.
All right, then. It's not about us, but let's be real. It's going to get sticky at one point.
Let's be real. Lacazette ain't going to get you top four. Let's move on.
All right, let's move on. We've got in circles, obviously. Let's move on. We'll come to let's come to my team. Obviously, we just to put into context. Obviously, we had how many first teamers? How many first teamers do you reckon we had? Maybe like 11, 12. I saw some guys on the bench that never heard of before. Clarkson, don't know who that is. Just some random dons, but obviously, let me just sing a little song. Si, senor, give it to Baltimore, Billy will score. Obviously, Fabinho, it comes through, and he bangs in. He comes through, and my boy, he's back. Let's go, we're back, baby. We live.
Are you not embarrassed?
We live. No, but no, back to side. I'll be honest though, going into this weekend, I thought like we're probably gonna get pops. Like Leicester were top of the league. Milner playing right back. Fabinho makeshift player playing centre back with Matip. Keita and Jones midfield. These them two guys they've had such a role where they've been on and off. They haven't been starting in Liverpool a lot. So I didn't trust them as much, and obviously you had Salah out as well. So I wasn't too confident. But then I feel this Liverpool team, the only thing that can really stop them is themselves. So it's a mentality thing. But I feel if you push them against the wall type thing, that's when they're gonna come back strong, and that's when they're really gonna come back. Because I feel almost getting all those injuries, it made them a more of a mentality of a more of a unit. Everyone's doubting us. Everyone's saying, Tottenham's gonna win it, Chelsea's gonna win it. Come, let's show these man we're Premier League champions. Let's show these man. And they put a mad performance against Leicester, 3-0. Yeah, man, that was excellent. I don't think anyone expected us to beat them as comfortably as we did. Joe, that guy, Joe, he's on fire. He's on fire, man. I didn't the attributes that he's got. I didn't see them at Wolves. I think the way Wolves play, you have to do a lot of work in the middle thirds. So he had to do a lot of carrying the ball and he had to create his own chances type thing. And then now he's just in a team where we create a lot of chances for him and he's just prospering. He's thriving. I thought Curtis Jones played really well as well. Probably mature performance from him. Robertson as well. Robertson played fantastic. Even Milner. The guy is 35, 35. and he's playing right back like that. Harvey Barnes, James Justin, those are quick guys on his side, you know, quick guys. Even like I like Fofana, don't get me wrong, but hey, Mane was giving him a tough time. Mane was giving him a tough time. I know Mane's just a beast. Like Mane is just an absolute beast. Like Fofana, he's a good player as well. And then I thought we played really well. But I'll come to you, Nosa. Let me come to you. When you see Liverpool like that, yeah, it's like 6-7 first teamers playing. Don't you get worried? Like we beat a team like Leicester 3-0. Don't you get worried?
I can't
Don't you
lie.
get worried?
It's like in like when great teams like come about, obviously I would say if they have a good squad, like they should be pushing themselves to do better. Like they want more for the squad, and obviously these like squad players like Elliot, the ones that Kaita, Milner, etc. They know what.
He's a black man. What are you talking about?
To Jones. I'm not Liverpool fan.
Do your homework, bro. You're Street Pundits. Do your homework. Do your homework.
I don't know these
You don't embarrassed.
I don't know these Liverpool.
Let's say Curtis Jones, Nico Williams, yeah.
Whatever them man, etc. Whatever their names are, fam.
Yeah.
They know to push themselves to impress, like promote the like well-being of the squad, promote the greatness of the squad.
That's my question though. Aren't you worried? That's my question. I didn't ask you about.
What?
Aren't you worried about
Liverpool
being less than 3-0 with how many guys? About 4 or 5 world-class players out.
I'm not worried.
You're not worried again.
Wait. Why? No, Peter. I'm sorry. It's Ibs and Ben laughing. Not even Joe's laughing. It's Ibs and Ben. Them man can't see top 10 and they're laughing.
No worry, man.
Why are you getting rattled? No, so why are you in the league and you're getting rattled? You shouldn't be getting rattled.
I don't care about. Listen. This season, after.
Why are you rattled? You're like third, bro.
Ben's putting his frustration onto me because they're not even seeing top 10. Crystal Palace are above you. Crystal Palace, even your own hometown squad, West Ham are probably above you by now because they won.
Ibs and Joe, I'll come to you. Do you think it's more of Klopp being a magician than Liverpool having squad depth? Because Liverpool are not really known for having like 6 squad depth like that. Like, do you think it's more, or do you think they do have good squad depth, or do you think it's more Klopp just being a very, very good manager? What would you say?
I think both. Again, I think Klopp's a very good manager, and like the players take into what he's bringing into the team. So if you got players that are willing to do their part on the pitch, then they'll be successful no matter who's out. And it showed yesterday against Leicester.
Yeah, I think obviously we all know that Klopp is world class. I know that pains me to say, but he is. And also, I feel like the coaching that he's doing and stuff like that, the players that come in, they know their role. So like Curtis Jones, he knows his role when he comes in, like through the youth system and stuff like that. He knows his role. Like even like Reece Williams when he was playing a couple of weeks ago, he looks at home. Like I'll be honest, like and he's a young player. Like he was playing like National League North last year for like Kidderminster, and now he's playing for Liverpool and Champions League, and he looks at home. Like it's madness. Like the academy and stuff like that Liverpool are doing at the moment, what they're doing at the moment. So yeah, so I think it's a bit of both. I think. Yeah,
I think that's a good point. What Joe said. I feel like everyone can see what a Liverpool like in terms of position, what you have to do. So if I was playing centre mid, just sort of block the spaces, cover my fullbacks, recycle the possession. You know what I'm saying? And if you're playing on the inside forward, make out to in runs. Like if you're playing like everyone knows Liverpool's like roles and areas, like how to play it, sort of thing, the type of way you should play it. So I feel like it's easier for people to come in and sort of replicate what you see when Jalem do it or Firmino do, or you know what I'm saying. So that's a good point. But yeah, we'll move on from obviously the Premier League champions. We'll go to Joe. Your team, Man United. You guys scraped a 1-0 win. You know, Bruno Fernandes penalty. You know, I'll give this moment to you. Obviously, you want to talk about Bruno. Go ahead, mate. I know I'm button. Go ahead.
Yeah, but
no, my honest opinion on the result is, I'll be honest, I think we should have lost that game. We was poor, just in general. Martial's finishing was like he had a couple of chances, but obviously the penalty for them, that is a penalty. I'll be honest. Like I've looked at it a couple of times back. Is a penalty. Obviously that was Bruno Fernandes as well, but it was the same as the Aston Villa one, I guess, with the against Brighton, I guess, and that wasn't a penalty. So the consistency's there, but yeah, no, some of the Bruno Fernandes, literally, he's our only player at the moment who's performing, I'd say. Rashford's doing all right, but
he feeds kids, innit? Come on, man. He feeds kids.
Yeah,
You can't expect him to play football as well. Come on, man.
Laughing a minute, yeah. But no, like I think the mat out wide stinks a bit. I'll be honest.
He must have thought this in 2010.
Horrible. It's horrible against West Brom. It's horrible. But yeah, no. Yes. But we scraped to 1-0 win, but it is what it is. But another penalty, Manchester United, so we move in it.
What are you saying? Pens, yeah. No, sorry, obviously you can't not touch on Martial. What's going on? Because there was some finishes where I think Rashford put on a plate for him. He's got to finish that. I know the goalkeeper makes a good save, but come on, man. He's got to finish it. What's going on? He hasn't got a goal this season in the Premier League, I don't think.
Ben might have a one-up on me, but he might not be a striker. He might not be a striker. Like, it's been...
5 up on you, brother, about 1, bro.
I said you got 5 up. This guy that said, God of all man. No, Ben hasn't not got nothing on me. He's going to perform. Watch until the end of the season. He's going to perform. This guy's going to get more goals than your top scorer, man. Martial's going to get more goals than your top scorer. I'm saying.
So what do you think is going on, though, with him right now, though? Right now?
Obviously, we know he can play in that position. He got 25 goals there last season. But I think even the same in the France squad, he had so many opportunities like to score. If you might watch the game, like the games actually, there was multiple times where he missed big opportunities. So I think it's confidence. You could say it's confidence because when he gets that one goal or something that just ignites his fire, he'll continue to score like we saw on the back end of last season. He scored like 10 to 15 consecutive goals, if I remember. So yeah, I just think it's a confidence thing. I think Martial's still a great player. He's probably their main obvious threat, but I just think it's not going well for him right now because of his confidence, in my opinion. If he scored a couple goals in an international break and came back, he probably would have been a different story because he missed a one-on-one. Joe, I'm sure you saw that. And it was right in front of the keeper. It was a good save by the keeper, but you'd expect him to score that, no?
Yeah.
Obviously, if people that have been listening to this podcast will know our opinions on Paul Pogba, but Ames, I don't know if I've asked you about Paul Pogba. He wasn't in the squad this weekend. What's your opinions on him? And what do you do going forward with Mr. LeBeau?
I think it's right that he shouldn't be in the squad because whenever he plays, he doesn't really perform to where you want him to perform to.
Yeah.
What's so my man in the bottom?
He's French. It hurts him when you talk about.
I'm a big fan of Pogba. Like whenever he plays, I'm excited to watch him play. But there's been certain performances this season where he hasn't really hit the level he needs to be hitting, and like his performances are so inconsistent recently. So sometimes he's in the team, but he's out of the team. I know that might have an effect as well, but at least come into the team, play well, and then you can move forward from there. But it's just not seemed to be going for him right now.
So if he was Man United manager, what would you do with Pogba in the summer?
It's a fresh of breath. Hey.
Go on.
Oh my God.
He basically said he loved playing for France more than United. Like,
It's a breath of fresh air. That's what you're trying to say. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like, come on, like he's violated on the slide. Let's be real, let's be real with it. But what am I doing in the summer? I say you lot wanted to offer him a contract. I don't think I'll offer him a contract.
No, they triggered an extension clause, and then they might be talking.
I'll sell it, man. No lie, fam.
Yeah,
I'll sell it, man. I'll cash in. So it's been too long, man.
Way too long.
Like you've been waiting for him to be hitting that peak consistent performances, and it's not really been coming. So how much longer can you wait before his value goes down? So just cash in and see what you can get.
Joe, how much do you think you'll get for Pogba? You cash in
70 million, 65 million, I reckon. About that, probably.
How much? 75 million.
Yeah.
No way.
He's paying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, he said that.
Trust me.
Bro. We'll see in it.
He said no.
Ain't no one paying 75 mil for him.
We'll see.
No
Real
way, man.
Madrid need a midfielder. You'll see.
I think
Them
Madrid
man.
can pay like 40 million for him. I think 40 million.
Yeah, 50, 60. I'm saying maybe PSG do a little link up with Mbappe if he talks to the owners nice or something. I don't know, but 75 is a lot, though.
It's buzzing, bro.
120.
Yeah, but that was a couple of years ago when he's well, how old is he now? 28.
He's gonna be 28 in whatever. Yeah, his next birthday.
Yeah, he needs to grow up. Anyway.
What?
Hey, before we move on though, let's talk about the guy who's played for West Brom, number 18, Conor Gallagher, who I mentioned.
Oh yeah. Good performance from him. Yeah, he's a good player.
He's a nice player.
Unfortunately, he plays for Chelsea though. That's the only thing about it. Is he gonna get a chance, Nosa, if he comes back? What do you think?
I mean,
Wait, Nosa. Who do you think is the best out of him and Padu and what's the other guy? Chalobah, Trevor Chalobah. Who's the best out of them three? Would you say successor to Kante?
Trevor Chalobah is a centre back.
Okay, my bad. Sorry, just them two then. What do you say, Joe?
Oh yeah, Gilmore.
I can't lie. I don't even think
Gilmore
it's
as well.
I think it's Gilmore. Yeah, I think it's Gilmore. Like I really like Gilmore. Like I mean, he's very composed on the ball. He puts in a nice tackle, gets himself about. And Ampadu is like when I saw him play at Leipzig, I saw him play at Sheffield. They switch him between centre back and CM. I don't like it. For Wales, he plays centre back sometimes, but he's a CM. I don't see him as a centre back. He's a CM, but obviously Wilder, he's athletic. He's got pace. Plays him centre back. But Gallagher's he's a better technician than to be playing DM. I think he can play CM, box to box, or even an 8 or whatever you call it. So yeah, I think Gilmore's the more accurate replacement for Kante because fits the script. Same body type. He runs about like he's got good stamina, very good passing range, and he's very composed on the ball. So yeah, I think it's Gilmore.
Interesting. Moving on to Everton. They won 3-2. They beat Fulham. Hey, Joe, I'll come to you. What like Fulham? They've missed so Mitrovic missed a penalty 3 weeks ago. Admola tries to chip one, and then what's his name? Cavallero. He falls over the pitch and misses one this weekend. I saw some good analysis from Danny Murphy for once. He was like he sort of like he stood too far from he stood too, how do you explain it, like
the angle that he came
from. The angle he took the penalty was way too acute, so he could only put it one way, but so he was always going to fall. But Joe, what do you think Fulham's problem is, and did he have any chance of staying up?
No chance for me. No, give up already. But to be Loftus-Cheek was doing bits. That's a Chelsea player. Another Chelsea player.
Best player for him.
Yeah. Lookman came on, did a little bit at the end as well.
No, he started. Lookman started. But yeah, I think he played well.
Came a little bit, did a bit at the end. But no, they can't take penalties now. They should be banned, I think. Might as well have a free kick.
Would you have given it back to Ademola? I thought I would have given it back to him,
I said it. Like, let Ademola take it again. He's going to bury it that time.
Yeah.
Might keep it again. You never know. Might keep it, but what am I terrible? Like, the bottom of the league. No, the quality that they have, they try to play from the back. I saw it. Like
they try and play like the Man City. It's just like, no, Scotty, no. Just
I don't understand. They've got Mitrovic up front who can hold the ball up and like flick it on.
Start from there, build from there.
They've got to run around him.
Just play like Ali.
But they've got a bit of quality though. Like I just think maybe they've got enough. They ain't got enough players who want to like fight. But you got like your Laminas. He's meant to play for Juventus. You got Ademola, play for Letspeg. You got Dakova Reed. Like you got these Loftus-Cheek. They're not. Come on, these guys are not bad players. Like
I think they can avoid the players that can avoid relegation. In my opinion, that's how
I don't think they're players that want to get stuck in the mud though. None of them want to get stuck in the mud like that. They just want to be on the ball.
Professional footballers. What do you mean?
Okay. The professional footballers, but these are guys that like they're gifted technically, but they're not really trying to have a relegation battle. Come on, man. They're not really trying to fight. Like,
what are you saying? They've been pampered too much. Like,
not pampered too much, but it's not like, I can't explain it. Like,
It's
Joe
very
will know what I'm
big.
talking about. Joe, you explain it.
The class is too high.
A luxury
Big
planet.
time, innit? Yeah, big time, man.
Yeah, like the graft, like your profiles. I don't want to have the buzzwords of like your Brexit players.
Yeah.
I don't want to be racist with it, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just need them guys that want to stay up and like.
Need them.
But obviously, just before we round up, we got information today that fans will be coming back into the stadium. Do you think this benefits any team? Obviously, we know there'll be certain cities that they might get fans in, obviously up to 4,000, and some might not. Do you think it might like benefit to some teams? Joe, I'll come to you on that.
I feel like at the moment maybe a Burnley, Sheffield United. I think because
they need it, innit?
They heavily rely on their fans. I believe when I was watching Sheffield United last year, anyway, before obviously COVID, they relied heavily on their fans. I think. To push them through, and Burnley as well. They've got that's quite a hard place to go with the fans. But if 4,000, I don't see it making a big impact. Yeah. If I'm being honest, but I don't think it helped Fulham. I think they've got the worst fans anyway. But I hope there's no Fulham fans.
What's wrong with good old Craven Cottage?
It's a terrible place. Library, Fulham Library should be called.
Yeah,
I just hope Chelsea can get some fans that actually want to turn up this time, because I'm around there. But hey,
I'm gonna send the shots on.
No, sir, you probably go now this time. You never know, still. But the fans, like Joe said,
hey, stop this! Stop! Yo, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Why are you talking when I'm talking? Come on, man.
I don't care no more. I don't care.
This guy is kind of real. I'm gonna call this pod sending shots, because hey, there's been shots sent everywhere.
But yeah, them teams that Joe mentioned, they need
certain fans. They boo their own players.
Oh my days!
I'm not gonna talk until you put him on mute.
Hey, wait, Iwobi though, Iwobi right wing. Hey, I got Victor Moses coming back to me. I got flashbacks. What did you think of that?
I don't know, man.
Right wing back, sir. Did I say right wing back, sir?
He needs to be consistent with it, innit? Like, that's all I can say, man.
Do you think that's fair?
He's getting his chance.
What?
What's not fair?
Right wing back. Iwobi, go.
You're a footballer, innit? At the end of the day, man. You have to, if you want to play, you play with it quickly, innit? That's how I see it.
He was going.
He done the right still, so it might be a new position for him still.
I mean, Nosa called it a couple of weeks ago in the pod, but hey, Joe, was you impressed with Iwobi's performance?
Yeah, he played decent, to be fair. He had that little like run he did, and that he played well, man, for a right wing back. But I still think I think Angelotti said after the game they didn't look good defensively. I thought he'd be more solid with the three, and obviously Dieng and Iwobi's wing back.
Digne, I'm saying Dieng. Digne, bro. What's Dieng?
I said he's from Cameroon, isn't it?
Dieng, that's the West Brom done, yeah. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, they didn't look. I thought they'd be more solid, but they wasn't. But yeah, no, it's good win for Fulham.
No, so I know you want to add on it. Touch on your boy.
That's not his position, but he played well. He played well. That's what. Yeah. But obviously, you can't. I think he's better as a 10, isn't it? But
yeah,
he plays good.
No one wants to play him as a 10. He's quite clearly a 10.
Yeah, obviously they've got better quality of players in that position. But obviously, right wing back, he played all right. Ben's got a bit of love for him. Let Ben talk about that.
Alex, my guy. Well, blimmin', yeah, man. Like Nosa said, he's not a wing back, but obviously you got to do the job for the team. In the draft, and he wants to get in the 11, so you got to do what you got to do. But like someone said it earlier, it seems unfair sticking him out there, man. Just because he's not over at pace. Like, come on, man.
I don't know, you know. I don't make the rules. I just watch, and I see a black guy out of the wing, a fast black guy out of the wing, you know. But anyway, let me not talk. But
you know what it is? When they scored, you didn't even celebrate.
He's not happy. He's not happy. But yeah, let's go on. I think that's it for.
Hey, West Ham. What are you on about that shit, bro? What a game. You crazy.
Hey, hello, well done. What a goal. Hello. Wow. Hello, Ramsdale should have saved it.
Ramsdale was terrible. I don't know how people keep saying he's good. He's actually terrible.
His palm would touch the ball. He's
actually terrible, Joe. And obviously, we might be a bit but tell me he's not good, Joe.
No, he's bad. I'll be honest.
He's actually washed him.
He's terrible.
I don't think he's good, but yeah, good win for Hela. I mean, for West Ham, good finish by Hela.
He changed his nationality as well. He's Ivorian now, so
that's that's who I was talking about the other time. Remember when I was talking about someone changed their nationality on thingy?
I remember.
So good win for them. Obviously, you got Wolves playing now with Southampton. We'll see who wins that. But yeah, round up the podcast. It's been good having you guys on. Obviously, everyone's been sending shots, everywhere. Strays. But yeah, Ben's got something to say as always.
I'm like 3 or 5 followers away from the 700, man. Ben Griffey.
This brother is starving. This boy is starving. Yeah. So go follow us at Street Pundits, Instagram, Street_Pundits. Our ads will be at the bottom in the video, so you can follow all of us there. But yeah, peace. Been a good episode. Peace.